Okay, now
Okay.
it started.
Yeah. So like you were saying, when I put the open bracket
Mhm.
and then is
And it
it
does.
the component of the table that you
Mhm,
put inside the bracket or
mhm.
like
Right, you put in the all the parameters basically, all the columns in your table.
okay. Okay.
So usually right after that first parentheses, you'd press enter and go to the. You don't have to, or you could just do it all in one line, but it's
Oh,
easy. It's more readable if you put it on separate lines.
okay. Okay. So actually the table is created so that first parenthesis shows like the heading or
That's the name of the table.
the name of the table. Okay, so when you go to the next line, then you continue with
Uh-huh.
the data
And you
inside.
actually haven't created the table yet. The command hasn't
Okay,
executed yet until you put a semicolon. So
okay. Oh, okay, okay. So for best practice, you just hit enter to get more of. Okay, I got
just
you.
so it's readable and easy to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, understand.
Understand. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then you put the name of a parameter, name of a column in your table. So
Okay. So if you want that table to store maybe
mhm,
uh, some data like name, first
mhm,
name, like
and you
maybe
just type
to
that in.
store a login. Okay, so you go first name, and this one you can mix capital and uppercase and lowercase.
I think this is also in lowercase. All the names are in
Okay.
lowercase, I think. Um,
Okay. And we go like this for, or we put in the
I guess you
underscore.
would put an underscore, yeah, for the.
Okay. Then we put a comma to separate.
Um, I think first you put the type of data it is. So, for example, if it's a string, if it's a,
Uh-huh.
but you represent
So,
it a little bit differently for tables.
mm. So we have like data type for each data
Mhm,
we want to put.
right.
So
So,
okay. So the type are also close to the one we are familiar with, right? Like string, characters,
hmm but I
but
think it's a little bit different though. That a little bit different. You write it.
like we don't get ints like integer, but we write maybe integers or uppercase. If I
So let's see here. So the let me try to find the names of the. In the documentation, it says you can have an integer as int.
okay,
Um,
lowercase.
in lowercase, yeah, it's the. So what do you? Let's see. You're in lowercase, yeah, for an int.
Okay.
So
But
name.
actually, this
mhm,
name will be a string, all right?
The string. So the way to represent a string would be um, varchar, so varchar. So that would
Okay.
be it'll be I guess you'd write it after the name of the variable.
After the name of
Mhm.
the variable.
Yeah, so a
Oh,
space and
we,
then
we don't say before. All lowercase as well.
yes, all lowercase.
Okay.
And I noticed
So
that
like
that Seth was using uppercase for some of these. Maybe it's okay, maybe it doesn't matter. But in the documentation,
okay.
it lists it as lowercase. Um,
Okay. Then do we put a semicolon or a column to separate the first name to
Then
maybe the last name?
let's see. Then after the variable character, you have to put parentheses and then the number of characters, max number of characters. So, and I think Seth was saying like 255 is like the standard amount.
Yeah. For characters, yes, 255.
And then you put a comma.
Comma, okay.
And then I think Seth said that if you put not null before the comma, then it means it's required parameter. But if you don't, then it's not required, but you can add to it still.
So you can put not null.
I think not null
and you put a space as well, or you don't need a space?
I think you have to probably put a space after each.
Okay. So like in CSS, if you want to, like the form, you want the user to put at least the name before submitting the form. So yes, that one has to be required, but maybe the phone number shouldn't be required. So some basic information must be required, but others may not be. Okay.
So not null. I just want to make sure we're doing the right, because Postgre is a little bit different than the other SQL.
Okay. So actually we are in Heroku database, but we are not working with Postgres.
Yeah, we are. We are working with the Postgres. Yeah, it's just in Heroku.
Okay.
So in some tutorials, it says to put the data type in caps, and others it says lowercase.
Okay, I think it might be. It depends on on how comfortable you feel with reading lowercase and uppercase. They both work. Okay, no problem.
It probably doesn't matter, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's your line for your first data column, and then you can add another one.
So like last name, and then the same variable, and same amount of character should also be required. And then maybe so first name, last name, maybe contact address or address, something like that. So I'll go email. If I do email, I'll have maybe some special characters. So okay, this one might not be required, but email is not only meant with characters, it can be a mix with integers. So well, let's make it
email should be characters also, because
character, right?
Yeah, anything. Most data is going to be a string of characters, I think. So
Yeah, correct.
Except if it's like an ID, will be an integer.
Let's keep it simple. We'll go phone number, and this is an integer.
Okay.
Do we also make it int? Yeah, you said it earlier.
It said int in the tutorial for the Postgres. But Seth I noticed he used the full word integer, and it still worked. So I'm not sure.
So in America, the phone numbers are 10 digits, right? Or less than that?
Yes, the phone numbers are usually 10 digits, but they usually have dashes in them. So for in America, so you would probably want to put it as a string of characters if you're doing that format. But if it's just only numbers, I guess you could use an integer. But I would probably put it as a string.
A string. And string is str or string?
Well, just it would be the same as before, the variable characters.
Variable characters. And 255. Okay, this shouldn't be required, so you can stop here.
You can stop there, put a comma, and then I guess if it's your last field, then you don't put a comma though. I think
but you close the parentheses.
And then you close it. You can close it on the same line, or you can close it on a different line. Either way. And then you put a semicolon. Hopefully that will work. It'll let you know if it has an error, though.
Okay, so right now I hit enter. It's supposed to be creating this one. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it worked. If it says create table, that means it created the table. So.
Okay.
And the way to display your table is, let's see, the way to display a list of all the tables you've created is \DT.
Okay. \.
DT, display table, I guess. I don't know.
It might be.
And that will display an enter, and then that will display a list of all of the tables you've created so far.
Okay. I only have one. So
and the way to display your, let's see, your actual table is to you use the select command.
Okay.
But I guess yeah, go ahead.
Let's use uppercase select, right? Select all from, and then okay. So select all from the database name.
So select and then all, yeah, which is an asterisk. That's all, and that's uppercase.
Yeah.
I know for sure the commands are all uppercase.
Uppercase. Okay.
But I think some of those other fields, they're like, I'm not sure because some tutorials do it differently than others. So, so select and then from, and then the name of the table.
Okay. So that was first table.
Table and then a semicolon.
Oh, nice. Your first name, last name, and then phone, and then we have the row.
And I think then the one last command that's a nice command to use is the command to insert data into your table. So I think it's a capital insert.
Insert.
Let's see, is it? Okay, so it's insert into. That's what it is. Insert.
One word or
insert and then two words. Yeah, insert into.
Into.
And then the space, the name of the table.
Okay.
And then I think Seth was saying it was good practice to then put in parentheses the names of all the fields in your table.
Okay, like the maybe first name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comma.
Mm-hmm.
Last name. Then the comma and phone. Then we hit enter.
Then a parenthesis and parentheses.
Okay.
And then
And semicolon.
then I'm not yet. Let's see then if you want to, you can put enter, or you don't have to either way. Then
like
you can
this
put.
one.
Then you write.
Sorry.
Then you write
go down.
Yeah.
And then you write the values.
And then I think values in caps.
Okay. First, you write values first. Is it plural or singular?
It is plural.
Okay. Name of the table, or?
And then I think parentheses, and then the actual values you want to insert into it. So yeah.
Okay. So I assume you want to put my name first, right?
And I think then for strings you have to put them in. It looks like they're using single quotes in these examples.
Okay. Single quotes.
Single quotes.
So you get a quote, open, close. Then you write inside.
And then you write inside.
So this.
And then a comma.
Comma for the last name. Okay. Charity begins at all. And then comma. Then my phone number will be okay, as we have also like it will be this.
Yeah, because it's a string, you need to put it in quotes. If it's a number, I think it doesn't have to be in quotes, but
okay. But because of this plus sign. Oh.
Yeah, because of the plus sign, it has to be a string. So.
Okay. This is 0322. I have this number that way. That's my WhatsApp line. Then we close it.
Close and then semicolon.
Okay.
I think. Test that, see if that works. Okay, and that means it worked if it says insert there with some numbers.
So the display table and see.
Then you would display table will just display a list of all your tables, and so if you wanted to display the data, you would use the select.
Select. Select all from the table. First table. And semicolon. Wow. That's awesome.
And so, Freddie, I think that those three commands, the create, select, insert, are the ones are pretty much all you need to create the database. I mean, to start anyway. And there's some other more advanced, but I think those are the basic ones that you need to know. So
you need to know, especially at this point. So in the case that maybe the description of the the team activity where maybe I think this one is also mainly English, but I sometimes find it challenging. Where they ask maybe to display the name of the speakers, and then the name of the speaker is not required to be maybe to be on the same dates, and some speakers can speak several times, or maybe the tape. You see, you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So like all those information, it will be how you insert them. So if let's say in this case you created a table where you have maybe a table for speakers, for conferences, and then for maybe years and something like that. Okay, so you have your speakers list, you have your or speakers column, you have your conference, and then the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can get maybe the husband that is a speaker for maybe November conference, sorry, October conference, and then he can also be a speaker for April conference. So you only have like the husband, and then under November and October, okay. But
Mm-hmm.
then various topics and stuff, because he's not going to treat the same topic throughout. So if you have maybe conference talk or conference topic, that one will be one for each, but you can repeat the number of time that the husband will speak in each conference. So is it a way to insert that is going to give you this do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this? I'm not sure you understand me either.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure if I know the answer to that either. So I'm
That's okay.
but
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm very happy that it works this way. Now, so actually, if we go into Postgre, we can see some of this data.
hmm
Okay, let's try that. I'm curious about how it looks like. We go inside this one,
I
admin.
think so. Yeah, I think that's where Seth was pointing to. I think I probably have to watch that video again to see what he did.
Mhm. Which one of those videos? The one that allow us to do the path,
Oh
or
no, just
another?
no, the one,
Okay.
just our team meeting.
Okay. Oh yeah. I
Just
get you. So fatal error.
uh,
The application server could not connected.
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
that's okay. You don't need to access that.
Hmm.
You'll be fine in
Okay.
the command line. But
Oh yeah.
the administrator. I probably have to look at the video, see what he did, see where he went.
Okay. It has recorded, right? So you can have it.
Yeah, it's recorded, so
Oh, there we go. Maybe okay. From time to time, my internet will not work. So maybe when it happened like this, oh, do I have to put in my password?
um, yeah, I think this is the password you use to install, maybe when you installed Postgres.
Okay, so let me try that. Hopefully. Ooh, what the heck? It didn't allow me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could not connect. Server connection is the server running also local one and accepting TCP connection on the not connected. The server run host accepting.
Uh-huh.
When I was creating, I think this is what I did, and it's supposed to give me access. Ooh,
Mm.
I'm in trouble
Is
here.
your exams still running or
Does
is
it want? Okay, please enter. Uh, hold on. It says please enter the password for user Postgre to connect to the server, and I think this is one they want. Or do you get this English? It said please enter the password for the user Postgre to connect server. Okay, server Postgre 1.1. Or
are you sure that's not just the name of the
this is the
server? Or?
password. Mm.
I don't know, but I don't think they would just
Have
give
you
you. I don't think they would
ever
just give you a
like
password there.
encountered such? uh, but the one that I put in when I was creating is the one that I entered and it's not accepting.
Huh.
Remember when you were creating?
Yeah.
I did it and yeah. So I don't know. So I did this. No, don't do that. Okay, let me cancel it. But then I can't access it. I have to. Please enter the password for the user Postgre to connect the server Postgre 1.1. So you are currently running version 3.5 admin, however, current version is 4.1. Why do they give me 3.5? Can you create it from here or get through your file? Preferences, display. What do I do? Browser, dashboard, debugger. Okay, so actually, one thing that is sure is like we have this table created is right here, right? It's inside the Postgre 1.1.
Um. Actually, I don't know if it will be there because you're accessing your Heroku database, not your local database.
Okay.
So I think you have to just create it separately locally if you want to access it.
Oh, so inside the SQL here, you create one here.
Yeah. So
If,
I think I'm not sure how you do it because I'm not familiar with this application,
mhm.
uh, but there's a way to duplicate your database locally too.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it's going to automatically be there because that's on Heroku.
Okay. So so this one, does it mean that I can see it from Heroku rather than seeing it from from Postgre?
Let's see. Yeah,
or it is located on my computer.
Yeah, it should be located on your Heroku server. Okay. I'm not sure how much you can see of it on there, but I know it's stored up there.
Okay. There's Heroku, man. You can see the hero. Okay, nice. So,
I think I'm going to stick with just the command line for now. I mean, just for this class, probably.
Yeah. It avoids certain trouble. So you can get most of the. Okay, this Postgre.
It looks like you created 3 databases on your server. I think you're using the Postgres Crystalline. I think was the one that you're using.
Yeah, you see the other day when I was filling some of them and it was not coming, and I did it over and over. So I think the Crystalline is actually the one that is working. That was the first one though. So if you go here, pardon, mon portable à 10%. Please give me a second. I need to connect my phone. As I go off. Okay. All right. So I can see that I have like oh, is that so? Okay, like I have 1 out of 20, like 1 of 20, and yeah, 1 of 10,000.
Oh, so one row. You created 1 row, and I guess you can create up to 10,000 rows.
Okay.
And then you have 1 table. Looks like so.
Okay. So this is the overview, the settings.
I don't see a place where you can actually look at your data though. It looks like it just shows you how much data you have, but how many rows and tables, but it doesn't tell you what the data is.
Okay. Anyway.
I guess you have to access it from the command line. So.
Okay. Yeah. So we can see it with that select, and we can also see it from the Windows command line.
Yes.
And then can you see this SQL shell PSQL as well? It's also another command line.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't see that yet.
Might look like, and this I think it seems this run the local host.
Oh, okay. What does that do? Is that access your local database or
maybe
is
it puts server server, local host, and maybe if you want to display, let me type in like this one and see what it will look like. Good. It took me to Postgres. And this is the port. Username. PostgreSQL could not translate host name. Okay. Address unknown host, press key to continue. And it's gone. Okay. Maybe you need some like variable commands to get it run locally, probably. So I think you can get help from this command. Okay. This might run the SQL command like the one that we did. Maybe the is it Heroku, right? Heroku PG semicolon, column, and then PSQL, right?
That connects you to Heroku from the command line, but.
Oh, you see that? But it says could not translate host name as well. So Postgre, everything is ignored. Okay, anyway, that shell may not. It can help though because it seems it came with the Postgres, so it might be a command for like the command line for Postgres.
Yeah, it's probably how the way to access the local database from a command line. I'm guessing. So
yeah, probably. So and then to run like what set did to run the I don't know where I'm not sure.
You're looking for the Windows command line?
Yeah.
So just what you can do is just type just in your search, just type CMD or command prompt, and then just you can access it from there.
Yeah, but I saw him like going from like he ran it as administrator. I think went into the files and then selected like command prompt administrator or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what he did actually. So I'd have to look at the video again.
Yes, exactly. So, but then from here we can also access. You can display the table we created, right?
Yeah, but you have to go into the folder of the correct database that you have set up. So.
Okay.
So the one that you accessed in the Visual Studio, that was the example one, right?
Yeah. So inside the C exam and then post.
So C exam, yeah, htdocs.
So it didn't even take. Like it's considered a user, right? Or you go.
I think it's even before the user. It's just I think
right,
just exam htdocs CS 313 PHP.
So I go this
so
way.
CD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, first.
CD /
I think just you don't have to have a slash. Just
oh yeah. You go into exam because you are in the.
Then htdocs. and CS 313 PHP. I think it's dash PHP.
Okay.
And then from there, you should be able to access it.
So you go select.
Or you have to log first. You have to log into the database through Heroku.
Okay. So Heroku. PSQL. No semicolon, just raw.
No, just
Okay.
And then from there, you can access your database. You use the database commands.
Okay. So we can display our table with DT.
/DT.
Okay. And we have that. Then we can select from where. Select all from my first table. Semicolon. Get it. Wow. Awesome. So that means like the table has actually been created and it works fine.
Yeah. Okay. And so there's some other details too that Seth discussed, but if you watch the video again, there's a lot of things I learned from that session about like constraints and not null and some other details. So.
Okay, great.
I think that should give you enough, like a basic foundation, so you can start creating tables.
Absolutely. I mean, so and then this week's assignment is also all about creating table. Teach. So okay, I'll look into that. I'll learn, and then by Friday when we meet, I will either ask some nice questions, and as you work through, it will really help. So I'll start tomorrow. I'll work on this on creating those tables over there. Now that I know the key to do that, the command to do that, that will be very beneficial. Thanks a lot, Mike. You are such a good brother.
You're welcome. So I'll post. I guess I'll post the our session video. Maybe I'll post that inside of our group, maybe our group Slack.
Yeah.
But the one, this personal one, I'll just post just in our e-lesson plan, maybe.
Yes, exactly. This one in the e-lesson plan. The other one, it was a group one, so probably.
I'll post that. I guess I'll post it in our group 6 Slack.
Yeah. Or maybe you can post, like you can post it if they need it, like we had our recordings if they want it, or maybe I don't know. Did you ask permission before starting recording?
I actually did not. I just kind of started, but I assume they could see the recording that I was recording.
Yeah, definitely they do. So if maybe they don't request it, you can share it on our e-lesson plan for us, and they might not need it, but I think was it Kyle or actually Bryce is okay, but Kyle seemed to be
he didn't
not.
Yeah, he didn't really say much in the meeting.
Yeah, Kyle seemed not very comfortable with all those stuff, so he might need it, but if he doesn't request it, I don't think we have to blow him with our recording. So
okay, so just if they request, then I'll post it in there, but
yeah,
I can post it in the e-lesson plan. for now.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, brother. Have a good afternoon or evening. Right now it's evening, right?
It's afternoon still for me.
It's still afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. Ok, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Merci beaucoup. So, you get it, and then you send it back to